Welcome to a lunchtime conversation. Today we're going to be talking about superstitions.
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 Yeah.
This sparked because Friday the 13th was last Friday.
Oh, yeah. And you're going to say we should film on Friday the 13th.
Yeah, and I was talking about filming on Friday the 13th. But then also, did you guys fly on Friday the 13th?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So I was thinking about it.
You flew out on Friday?
No, we flew in on.
Oh, flew in on Friday. Okay, yeah, sorry.
So I was thinking about it, and I'm like, Friday the 13th is a really awkward and weird superstitious holiday that some people celebrate, which makes no sense.
Well, even from the standpoint, sometimes hotels, they will use the 13th floor as their service level floor. So there is a 13th floor,
but they don't label it.
They don't label it, and the elevator skips it because it's only a service level. So that's where like heaters, water heaters, and stuff will go.
The
so there
linens, the washer. And
But where's that
dryer.
come from?
I don't know.
Like, why do people superstitious please?
You better tell us.
Not even superstitious please. I really don't know. I'm asking.
God damn it.
Oh, you don't know?
I don't have the answer of where Friday the 13th is coming from.
Do you know why 13 is an unlucky number?
No.
Isn't it like some ghost shit?
I don't know.
Some demon shit?
13 is my
probably like a
favorite number
demonic
because
weird
there's
thing.
13 letters in my last name, which is crazy. I'm not going to say it here to keep my privacy in check, but
I think you already said it like in one of the
You
earlier
might have.
episodes.
But
I don't
yeah.
think I have. 13 letters in my last name. My brother won a dirt bike on Friday the 13th.
Oh.
Like there's been some cool. Oh, I think I won my first, or I not won. I had a dirt bike given to me when I was 13 years old. Like I like the number 13. I think it's a cool number.
I can tell you where superstitions come from, but I can't tell you where like the Friday the 13th superstition originated.
Okay.
Most superstitions originate from like cultural or religious or even like region areas. Not everyone believes or follows these beliefs, but superstitions are often passed down through generations and are usually seen as fun or harmless traditions.
Yeah.
So it's like a storytelling thing, like a campfire. You're sitting around a campfire and this elaborate thing goes on and on and on and on. And finally somebody's like, gotta wear socks when my favorite football team's playing.
Dude, so baseball is a extremely superstitious sport.
Yeah, we talked about that.
So it's you're not supposed to step on, especially if you're not playing the game. You're not supposed to step on the lines, the foul lines. The
chalk lines?
Yeah, the chalk line. You jump over them. Even if sometimes if you're playing the game and you're not batting on and off the field, you jump over them.
That's odd.
Because it's bad juju. And then the same thing with like the socks that you wear to the uniform. To some people, it's the same meal every day, every game day. It's the same routine because if anything changes, that's why we lost. Socks I wear, I washed them.
Go ahead, Trevor.
I was a little superstitious in wrestling to where I would, so you have to tape your shoelaces, like either tape around your whole ankle and tie them into your ankle, or just tape around the shoelaces so they're flopping around so they can't come untied during a wrestling match, or so they can't get caught in like someone's finger. And I would always wrap my entire ankle and wrap them on the side, and then the other foot I would just wrap and just have it flopping around. And I started doing that, and then I got superstitious with it because I started to get a little bit better.
Yeah, you started winning.
So I just kept doing it. But I'm not superstitious, but the weird thing is,
doing it.
but I kept doing it. And I was just like, I'll just keep doing it.
So I also like to think that I'm not superstitious, but then again, I am. It's very weird. I used to be a competitive Counter-Strike player. It's a very long story. Got paid to play professional video games. Long story. Anyways, before the game day, I would have to practice with my team. And if I practiced as hard as I could, I'd lose the game. I would intentionally hold back to not push my limits. And then also in warm-up right before the game, I wouldn't play at all.
Interesting.
If I blew my load on the warm-up, I wouldn't win. I'd just sit there. Same when we've been playing recently. If you've noticed, I don't know if you noticed, I tab out. I don't play that 1v1 quick warm-up match.
warm-ups?
Yeah. I tab out. If I play it, it's because I'm fucking around and I know I'm probably going to lose, which is weird because I don't think I'm superstitious, but then I do stuff like that.
Then you do stuff like that.
Yeah. So I got a couple superstitions for you.
Wait, I want to do one more before you do that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Some superstitions, even from not superstitions, but almost like a premonition thing. So wrestling, you shake hands with your opponent before you wrestle. There was only a couple wrestling matches my entire life that I shook hands and I knew if I was going to win or lose as soon as I shook hands.
Really?
Based on their handshake or what?
Based on their handshake. And it didn't have to do with how strong they shook or how how weak they shook. It was literally like I shook hands and I was like, bro, this is going to be easy. But there is probably but
there was nothing about the handshake itself.
No, not because there would be guys that would like come out and they would like shake it hard, like, I'm going to kill you. And I was like, okay, I'm going to smoke you, dude. You're a freaking idiot. But then there'd be other guys that come out and they'd shake it really weak. And I'd be like, okay, I'm going to smoke you. But then there'd be other guys that'd shake my hand, just a normal handshake. And I'd be like, shit.
Do you think it's like? Do you think maybe it's a level of confidence?
No,
not arrogance, but confidence.
I think that there's a little bit of like, you got to think for millions of years, dude, we are just killing each other to survive. And I think there might be a little bit of like subconscious, like,
you know who you can take.
Oh yeah, when you're next to someone and you're going to fight to the death, like you can tell, like, dude, I know that you're capable, type of thing. Like even if I don't know, it was weird.
I can feel it in your palms.
So what's crazy is I've only done one MMA fight in an actual cage. I trained for it for a long time. When we touch gloves, like the second we touch gloves, like I just did it kind of just soft, and he freaking like hit me hard, and I was just like, okay, I got you. This is gonna be easy. Yeah. And it freaking 51 seconds later, match is done. And so it's like it's been weird that's I don't know. It's not superstition, but. And I think it makes sense. Like you might get in a room and just look at someone and be like, dude, they're a bad mother effer, and you don't know anything about them, but you just know, you like, yeah, you can just feel it.
That's a good point, because you can be around some people and like, that guy's a psychopath. I do not want to mess with him. And he's really quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. That's a good one. Yeah. So you talked about lucky socks. Here's a couple more superstitions. If you have a ladder up on your house, do you walk under it?
I was actually just, when you brought this topic up, that's what I was thinking about is, okay, ladders, black cats, mama's back on the sidewalk crack, you know, salt. Yeah. So with the ladder, I was like, okay, would I do it? I actually would do it if there was a reason to do it. You know, like,
to walk under, you mean?
To walk under. Yeah. I was like, oh, you know, I wouldn't do it just to do it. I'd still probably walk around, safety reasons, but also like, why risk it? You know? Why risk it?
So you are superstitious.
No, I'm not that superstitious.
Social norms, you're like, hell no, but I don't need to walk under that ladder.
but no, like I would walk under, and I have, and think nothing of it. It would just depend on the scenario where, because a lot of ladders, like you got to go out of your way to walk under.
Yeah. So I'm super lazy. I was actually fixing the gutter on my roof this summer, and I had my ladder up and I was repairing the gutter, and I dropped some pieces. So I had to climb back down the ladder, go get them. And I climbed down and went on the wrong side, and I was like, I'm too lazy to walk around it again. I'm going straight under it. Yeah. And so, yeah, I violated that one pretty easily.
Yeah, I've done it in the past. But
who knows? Maybe somebody died that I don't know that's could have been impacting me. Yep. I fucked it.
It's interesting. So we did another episode on social norms, if you listen to that one. But Braden, you were very almost like anti-social norms.
Yeah.
But you almost seemed right there where you were like almost like, hesitant? I don't think I would. Let me rephrase it. Social norms, you almost break just in spite of them, versus superstitions, you almost were like, I wouldn't do it because
you're right. Because like when I was playing baseball, I was also more social norm back then too.
Oh, okay.
But I wouldn't step on the line.
I would follow the superstitions.
Follow the rules. I'd follow the superstitious rules because
interesting.
Did you have game day socks?
No, but if as a team we were winning, and it was okay, well, we're going to wear this uniform, even if it was the one that I didn't like, or I love to wear my pants up, you know, like they're folded up, the socks are out, but the team liked them down. And so I always fought for it. But if we were winning and it was like, okay, superstitious, we have to wear this. I'd be like, okay, absolutely, dudes. So yeah, I don't know. It's a little love-hate.
That's funny.
Okay, interesting. Here's another good one that a lot of people do, knocking on wood.
No, I don't do that.
You don't knock on wood?
I knock on wood a lot.
I do too.
I hate when people do the knock on their head. Okay, that's the fucking oldest joke.
See, and I knock my junk if I'm at home and I'm not by wood. I'll be like, knock on wood, and I'll hit myself in the junk a couple times, like a soft taparoo.
Boom.
Yeah, I really like to think that I'm not superstitious at all, because I don't believe in that stuff. I'm very nihilistic. I don't believe in really religion. I don't believe in any of that stuff.
Yeah.
But then I do some of these things, and I'm like, why the fuck am I doing this?
Yep, it makes interesting.
No sense.
But to go back to the sports stuff, it's fun.
It is.
Like your intro, what you said with where they come from. It's a cultural. It's fun. It's something to rally around.
Same with taping my laces. The way I'd tape my laces, I honestly didn't care. Like if I went
looked good and felt good.
But no, it was just fun to have two different sets of way I taped. Yep. It was almost a fun thing. And then there was a little bit of superstition, but I agree. It was fun to do than I was actually like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get beat if I don't do this.
Yeah, I have to do this. It's which is what I do.
There are some people that get crazy with the superstitions, though.
Oh, yeah.
Opening an umbrella indoors.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's
I've
fine.
done that in cars, indoors.
Yeah, I also don't care about
Yeah.
this one.
It makes more sense. If I'm going to go out into the rain and I want to get wet, well, then I'm going to open it inside and step out undercover.
Yeah, it's just umbrellas are fun to play with.
Yeah, they are. Especially the ones that like shoot.
They launch out of the
Yeah,
the
those
stem.
ones are sick. Those ones are sick.
What about when you are walking down the street, you look down, you find a 4-leaf clover?
I've never found one.
I don't know if I have either.
I've never found. I don't know if I'd think it was. I just think it's cool, but not.
Yeah, it would be because it's unique. But what
yeah.
about a penny? Right, you know the old adage.
Pick up a penny, and if it's heads up, then good luck.
You gave me a weird look, Trevor. You don't know the
I
adage?
don't know. Say it. I might.
Find a penny, pick it up all day long. You'll have good luck.
Okay, I have heard that, but
Okay.
I don't. I would not have thought of. If I would have saw a penny today on the ground, I would not have thought of that.
Okay. Yeah, no, I don't pick up pennies. Not worth my time.
Oh, so you're just more efficiency.
Yeah.
What if it was?
What am I going to do with it?
What if it was a penny and it said 1895 on it?
I
You're
wouldn't
not
look.
efficiency because you won't run a red light.
Yeah, you're right. So okay, pennies. When I pick it up, if I was to pick it up, I'd be like, God damn it, because I'm not just going to throw it back on the ground.
So now you're stuck with a shitty
So
penny.
yeah, because like that'd be litter, like then I got to have that battle with myself. And so then I'm like, now I have to do something with this, and I'm not keeping it. And so now I got to find some place to fucking to leave it.
So here's a superstition. Southern Utah has a petrified tree forest. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like when trees petrify and they turn into rock.
Yeah.
They have signs all over the place that say, do not take the rocks. Like the rocks are here and stay here. And then they even go into some of the lore of like, if you take rocks, you'll have bad luck. So if you were
to ward
start
off
scaring
people,
people.
stealing
to
them?
ward off people, but there's some type of like Indian lore or Native American lore that, yeah, if people took this, they had bad luck, they mailed it back and then they went back to having good luck.
How many people you think actually take it though?
I know people, I was with people that took it. I did not. More out of just respect because I was like, if they ask me not to take rocks, I'm not going to take rocks.
You follow
If
social
they ask you
norms.
not to speed, you're not going to speed, right?
Yeah, but that's not hurting anyone.
Neither is taking the rocks.
Yeah, it is because people go to see the rocks. If everyone takes a rock when they go, there's nothing that hurts the road if I go fast.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter in 10,000 years. Nothing matters if nothing matters.
Be like, next episode, please.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing matters if nothing else matters.
Uh,
All right, here's another one for you. Okay. Avoiding the number 666.
That one actually is a little bit.
really?
I brought it up because I know you're kind of religious. So
Well,
Yeah, you're the zealot.
so listen to this. I used to do scheduling. I would cover scheduling meeting. And there, do you remember this?
yeah, you would skip it.
No, there was. So what was weird is I was reading through the numbers in scheduling meeting and I got to, I'm not even going to say stuff, but I got to one number and I was like 1,051. I got to another number. I said 857. I got to another number and I was like 1121. The next number, it was 666. And that's how I said it. And I was like, why didn't I say 666? And I think it's just because it's so common. If you see that it's 666, it's not 666. And so it was weird for me to see it, but I felt like such an idiot because you're online with like 50 different people and they're like, why did he say it like that?
Yeah.
No one said anything, but I just moved on with life. But I felt dumb.
Do you avoid that number though?
I don't like it. It does seem like a
It
weird
does
number
give
to
you
me.
the heebie-jeebies.
A little bit.
What about 999? What about 777?
What about
Is
you, Braden?
lucky.
Do you, if you have a 666 anywhere, I'm gonna
sick.
tick that one up again.
No, that's sick. Like, what do you mean? Like,
You're telling me you're on a trip with your girlfriend and you're driving somewhere and for some reason you have to stop at some sketchy ass hotel and the guy gives you a key and it's 666.
I'm gonna be like, damn, that's pretty crazy.
Dude, I would be nervous.
That one's a little
Really?
bit harder to control. But what about if you're pumping gas and you stop on
And-
$6 or
see that-
$66.06?
See, and this is the weird thing
I
that
don't-
doesn't bother me.
It's like the number 69. It's like, nice.
Ooh.
Aye.
That doesn't bother me if I am the one that does it. If someone else gives it to me, it bothers me.
Really?
So these things are interesting. When I bought a ring for my first marriage, only married once, but the price for it,
I thought he was going to announce something just now.
the price for it was $777, and I was like, "That's a sign,"
And it didn't work.
and it wasn't a good sign.
It wasn't.
It wasn't
So
a good
it's
sign.
all a
Let
bunch
me
of
tell
BS.
you.
Don't pay attention to
Yeah.
numbers.
Yep.
Hey, while we're talking about numbers, I did pull up the 13. So the first thing that brought up said there's a couple different things in history. Loki was the last person to arrive at the feast in Valhalla. He was the 13th person that arrived. Judas that betrayed Jesus was the 13th person that showed up to the Last Supper. So there is some almost like religious background to the number 13.
Didn't Jesus also have 12 disciples and then he was the 13th?
I know, but Judas was the 13th to show up
to Jesus, which is the problem.
No, the Last Supper. So there was
Jesus
plus 12
and Judas showed up.
Judas showed up. So he is the 13th person to arrive at the dinner, and then he betrayed Jesus.
Didn't they used to have, that was a profession where you could get hired to show up at a party if there was only 13 guests? You could be the 14th guest.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Is that a real thing?
I remember reading.
So then, like the 13th superstition has been around for a while. Then,
yeah, like you can make a business off of being a 14th guest at a dinner party.
Okay,
I'm gonna sign up.
That's interesting. I didn't know that. Thanks for sharing, Trevin.
Yeah.
What about wishing upon a shooting star? If you see a shooting star and you go, I'm gonna make a wish.
Wishing is for children.
What about 11:11 on the clock? Do you wish when it's 11:11?
Nope.
I used
kiss
to
it and tap it,
but now I call it out to my wife. I go, 11:11.
No,
I don't really do anything.
Wishing
with
is for children.
Even on your birthday, like when you blow out your
I
candles.
don't wish. Yeah, I just make it look like I wish.
When was the last time you ever wished on when you blew out the candles?
I can't even remember,
dude.
I haven't blown out. Oh yeah,
your life has gone as well as somebody who hasn't wished. You've been divorced. You had to sell your house. Like you don't have your dogs anymore. This is an intervention.
I need to start wishing. What do I wish for? I can hold on to my
fucking
failing marriage.
I'm sorry, that's kind of dark.
You really can't remember the last time you made a wish?
No.
Wow.
Because if I have, I just forget about it because I don't wish. And if I do, it's just to to give a good faith effort to make someone else happy.
See, and I'm almost like if I look at my phone, it's 11:11, and then I think about a wish, and then I look back and it's 11:12. I'm kind of pissed off.
Did you miss it?
Because I missed it.
Oh.
Wow.
But I don't care. I move on with life 2 seconds later.
Sure, dude. Sure. Mr.
I don't wish
well, what's funny, but you do other things where you're like, just in case. But you don't wish it, just in case. It takes no more energy for you to just think in your head and go.
I've only ever said, just in case, one time. And that was with a ladder.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
You're a weirdo.
I'm not. I'm consistent. What else you
got? Let's see here. Some of these are pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
Placing money in a wallet or a purse given as a gift for financial luck. See, that's
some dumb shit.
That's not some American
I've never
thing.
even heard of that.
I'm trying to think of some other superstitions.
Crossing your fingers.
Oh.
Crossing your fingers for good luck when telling a lie.
Oh, not when telling a lie, but more like if you say
I'm not promising you because I'm crossing my fingers.
Hey,
but you still just lied to somebody.
Oh, that's the superstition that you can lie as long as you cross your fingers?
Yes. You didn't know,
I've never heard that.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
You never cross your fingers as a kid when you're like, yeah, of course I have it.
Yeah.
And then, no, I can't get in trouble. I was crossing my fingers.
I do that to my kids intentionally.
You guys are whack.
Where I'll lie to them and I'll show them my crossed fingers. And I'm like, I'm lying to your face, but showing you my crossed fingers.
You two are weird. I have never heard of that.
No, that's normal.
You were sheltered as a child. I bet you never had a beer at 6 years old. I'm just kidding.
You didn't know that one for real?
I really didn't know that one.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
Huh.
Did you know that if you lick the bottom of your friend's foot, that nothing will happen?
I didn't know that.
You gave up on that one halfway through. All right,
you were committed though.
I was.
What about tossing rice at a wedding for prosperity?
No, I've never done it.
Yeah,
never
I've clearly been divorced.
I've seen it, but that falls into that it's fun, it's cultural, it's
a fun thing.
Yeah.
It's like what is it? The stomping on the glass.
Like after you're married?
Yeah.
Yeah, breaking the glass. Yeah.
Don't know that one.
Jesus Christ, Trevin.
What's stomping on the glass?
When after you get married, I think it's a Jewish culture.
Oh, well, I'm Christian, so
you just did one. What if you're instead of cussing you say Jesus Christ?
Is that superstitious?
Yeah, in his religion.
Yeah, it's bad.
Well, because you're not supposed to take the Lord's name in vain.
But that's what I'm saying.
So one demerit from you.
Yeah.
Oh, how many do I have?
A lot on this episode.
What about horseshoes? Horseshoes, rabbit's feet, wishbones.
No.
When I was young, I had a rabbit's foot, but I just thought it was cool.
So like lucky symbols, like symbolism. What do you guys think about symbolism?
Nope.
No.
And we are not a superstitious folk right here.
No, we're not at all.
Unless it goes 666, then I get a little freaked out.
Oh.
What about upside down cross?
Ooh.
That wouldn't bother me.
Upside down flag.
A little bit.
But is that because you got a pride thing? Not
Yeah,
necessarily
pride thing.
But wouldn't the upside down flag mean just we're in distress? So it's like a political statement.
Yeah. I guess it wouldn't bother me too much. I'd just be like, hey, come on, dude. Freaking put it up the right way.
Amen, brother.
Interesting.
Amen, brother.
Yeah, the 666 one. I think the 666 one is because it doesn't symbolize Satan
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
and
the
like
number of the
demons.
beast.
Number of the demon. Yeah.
Number of the beast. And so for me,
Which
like
I think it's actually 3, but people say 666.
what?
Yeah. 3
No.
knocks, 3 claw marks. That's Satan's number is 3.
No.
Yeah. Dude, look it up. I'll prove you wrong.
I'll Google it.
I know all about religion.
No, 666, the number of the beast. There's a song.
From Iron Maiden.
No, from I forget the name of the band.
Iron Maiden.
Metallica, Iron Maiden. What are you trying to think of?
It's a Slipknot has a 666 da 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 da.
Oh,
They might.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
the, one I'm thinking of, 666.
That's
The number of the beast.
See, and I'm thinking of Slipknot has a 666.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that.
Yeah. 3 is
That's Metallica.
People say 3 claw marks, 3 knocks that symbolizes that there's a demon. Which may mean it's lesser because Satan's 6, demons are 3. I don't know.
See, and I just said angel number 333 is a powerful and meaningful sequence, and it doesn't say anything about Satan.
Well, then do
They
666.
mimic angels.
Google it.
Yeah, dude.
What is
Get the Ouija
666?
board out.
That's what we
Ask
need to do.
it.
We need to do a ghost tour.
Dude, Ouija
Ooh.
board. So, number of the beast.
The number of the beast.
Revelation chapter 13.
Look up what does 3 claw marks mean demonic.
No, we're not. This
Now
is
there's
just
a
turning
deep
into.
rabbit hole.
This is just turning into like, hey, what can we Google? What can we Google for this
Ask
episode?
ChatGPT.
We have a Jamie. It's called ChatGPT.
Yeah. What does 3 mean in demonic speak? ChatGPT.
Okay. Yeah. Destruction and the mark of a demon. Yeah, you're right.
So
3 claw marks.
demons, but not the beast.
I'm right.
See, so going back, the reason I think 666 freaks me out is if a werewolf came in here, there's a
werewolf.
werewolf.
This is a pretty powerful statement.
I know. There's a
Very matter of fact.
I know, but there's a 0.00001% chance I can beat it in a fight. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
If a demon walks in, you can't fight a demon.
Why?
You can't. How do you
Why?
fight something that you can't touch?
Right here, baby. With the mind.
How do you fight it?
Because demons only want what you fear. They want you to give them power.
Dude,
Right?
Demons-
You've seen, hey, we're going to go see that new Exorcist show?
I think it's already out, isn't it? In
Oh,
theaters?
shit. We're going to go see it.
with the little kids?
With the little kids, yeah.
Oh.
So if you
Little
watch,
kids are
every
creepy in
movie, because
shows.
that's the only thing we have that we know about demons, right?
Is movies?
Is movies.
Yeah.
By the way, have you seen The Pope's Exorcist? It's a movie based on the Pope's exorcisms that he's documented because the Pope has an official exorcist that he sends out, personal exorcist apparently by the, I don't know, real thing. But he's documented all these demons and he doesn't believe in demons. He doesn't believe in exorcisms. The Pope's exorcist. He doesn't believe in this. But he has documented weird shit while doing exorcisms, and that's why the movie was created. Pretty fucking crazy. It's a scary movie.
Pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But every
Anyway,
time,
back to yours.
every time they're always just feeding on your energy. So you don't believe them, like ghosts, all that shit.
Oh, you say you're not real,
Yeah, just go away.
and then they just fucking kill
Yeah,
you.
until it sucks your
Show
soul
me I'm
out of
not
your
real.
body.
That might be nice.
Yeah, dude, that's like
No,
Isn't that what they ask you? Like, you want me to suck you off?
Dude, I
that's
don't
going at the beginning of the
I don't know why, but
Do it.
for superstitions, a succubus.
I'm gonna pass out.
I don't. Yeah, demons scare me. Like if he got possessed right now, like I'd be freaked out.
Oh yeah. So actually, most of my nightmares. Oh God.
We have to cut 15 minutes just because we're laughing.
So most of my nightmares are ghosts and demons, because you're right. Like, how do you fight something that you just can't fight,
Yeah,
that you can't control?
exactly.
Right?
But you don't believe in ghosts and demons. You're
I know.
not religious.
Yeah, but those are my nightmares because it's the concept. It's the concept of this thing that you can't control, you can't see, you can't touch, and it being able to do things to you. That's what scares me about them in my dreams.
I have the paralyzing dreams where I'll wake up
You
and
can't move.
I can't move.
Yeah, I do too.
And I am scared to death. And I feel like someone is there and they're trying to kill me, or do something to me, and I cannot even, like, I am frozen, and it is so it hasn't happened in a while, but oh man.
But in those situations where have you had those dreams where you're conscious?
Yes.
Like your body doesn't move, but you're like, I'm awake right now. What is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Or lucid dreams where you're in control.
There's somebody hovering
lucid
over you.
dreams have to be its own.
I don't know if I've ever actually had a full lucid dream.
Really?
Yeah, I've had the ones where you're like conscious, but you can't move.
Dude, I've had a lot of lucid, not recently, but I've had a lot of lucid dreams,
Like,
and they were
I kind of want to fly right now, and so you just fly.
So there was one that was flying, but it was weird. It was more like jumping with what does Buzz Lightyear say? Falling with style. It was jumping with style. Like you could jump and kind of like float around, and then you'd come back down.
It's really hard to stay in the air.
Yeah.
You can't generate the world fast enough.
Yeah.
I'm gonna suck you off.
I'm gonna suck you off.
All right, that's all I had for superstitions.
Oh man.
Good time.
Peace.
Bye.
Thanks for listening today. We hope that you take this back to your friends and your family and have these same conversations.
You can catch us at a lunchtime conversation on Instagram and a lunchtime conversation on Facebook, and on Twitter or X, it is a lunchtime convo.
We'd love to hear from you, and maybe we'll use you guys on a future episode.